Okay, the purpose of this video is to show why it is useful to use design review for marking up drawings electronically rather than marking up by hand. Now, of course, we'll always take markups by hand submitted anyway, but I wanted to show you why it's particularly useful to help us with our quality control and execution. So I have a drawing here, and I'm going to, of course, I'm inside of Edge 360. I'm going to say open in DWF application. Of course, I could have downloaded the file from the website, however you want to do it. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some markups. So let's say I want to say change length to 12 foot, and I want to put another mark here that says raise to 6 foot. Now, with each of these marks, what I want to show you here is when I click on it, see how I can see here history, D Knuckles 119, 1034, etc. Here's the note. The status is none. I could add a note here. So each one of these, I can do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and say save as. I'm going to save it to my desktop, and again I'll call this 18, 19, 20 just so I can get to it easy. Now, the important thing I wanted to show here is if I wanted to, I could email this to another party and they could add additional marks, and then you could forward it to as many different people as you want, and every person who put marks, of course, you can mark up multiple pages. Someone else could come back here and on another page they might add a markup here. So all of these different markups get contained, but each one we can see exactly who the login was, who made those changes. Now, why is that of particular interest? I'll show you next. We're going to close this drawing, and now I am going to go into AutoCAD and I'm going to load a markup. Okay, so how do we load a markup? I say open, and I'm going to browse to my desktop and sort by date modified. Here's my 18, 19, 20. I'm going to double click on that. Now see, each one of these markups shows up here. So here's my note, change length to 12 foot. This is on sheet 1. Here's another just gibberish on sheet 2. If I double click on any one of these, now notice I'm not even inside of the drawing at all. Preserved within the DWF file, it knows where the original source document is. So whenever we go and import a markup that was submitted electronically using design review, my designers don't have to even wonder which job or do anything to double click on that. And now watch what happens. It loads these markups, and now it went and opened the original native file for this vessel. Okay, so I'm inside the native AutoCAD file, and all of those markups are overlaid. So I can double click on any one and it'll take me to whatever page. Now, this is getting kind of extreme, but if the designer then goes in and he modifies the drawing and he changes the status to done, and then we go to this one and I change it to I've got a question, and this is getting kind of extreme, to be honest. We've never done that, but you can put in questions, and when all of these comments, when you publish this back out again, the next revision actually has these markups still preserved within the DWF file. So theoretically you could even see that markup that was submitted with a question back to the user. So at any rate, just the ability to be in here and quickly go to every single markup, check them off as they're completed, is very helpful to the design staff, and ultimately that allows us to be more efficient, which creates success in the job. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't, so that next time we publish something you'll be updated. Thank you much.